All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to everyone. Come on in, hit your like, tag, and share button. It's Monday morning, the day after Sunday. Monday morning, the day after Sunday. Good morning to everybody. Hit your like, tag, and share button today. We're going to have a great session today. Good morning. I see two persons coming in already. Hope to see Monique. Good morning to you. It's good to see everybody coming in already early this morning. What? Patricia, good morning. Good to see you. So good to see everyone. George, good morning. Good to see you, sir. Monique, good morning. Denise, good morning. Good to see you this morning. Good afternoon to all of my brothers and sisters in East Africa. Good afternoon to you. But it's morning here. It's a cold morning. Woke up, it was 36 degrees outside in April. Definitely cold. But it's supposed to heat up a little bit later. Keith, Reginald, good morning. Damien, good morning, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you this morning. Pray everybody is doing well. Pray everyone is doing well. I think I sent it to the group. Want to make sure. I'll probably do it twice. Renee, good morning. Good to see you. So good to see everybody coming in. We had a crazy weekend. As with everyone, I knew I wish you could get everybody give their testimony about their weekends. Good morning, Raquel. Good morning. Good to see you. Pastor Kenny, good morning. Know you had a great vacation. Monique Height, good morning. Good to see you. Chanel, good morning. Deborah Butler, good morning. Good to see you. Sharon Barksdale, good morning. Good to see you. And Chanel, again, good morning to everyone. Danielle Owens Bates, good morning. It's good to see everybody coming on. Any day above ground is a good day. Thank you, God. You're right about that, sir. You're right about that. But this weekend, and I thank God for everybody coming out. I know my wife truly appreciated the party on Saturday. Had a great time. Patricia Barksdale, good morning to you. Kimberly Smith, good morning to you. We had a great time on Saturday. Saturday night was amazing. Again, Miss Robin, Shanice, good morning. Good to see you. Happy Monday to you as well. Miss Robin's probably not on right at the moment. Anissa, good morning. But Miss Robin, absolutely, as everybody has already said, did her thing. She showed off her superpower. Miss Robin showed off her superpower on Saturday night. I mean, it went from Friday to Saturday. She did her thing. She did a great job decorating, her and her daughter, Donna, and her granddaughter, Denasia, and her son, Quentin. Who's that? Stephanie, good morning. Renette, good morning. Dana, good morning. Did a great job. Tyra Burrell, Tennille, good morning. Yes, very, very amazing. Just so well put together. It was so well put together. Saw the jacket. I'm not going to go into about that jacket right now. The jacket kind of yeah. Anyway, it was. Good morning, Abu. Good to see you. Good morning, Lavelle. Good to see you. We had a great time. Music, food, everything was amazing. So thank you, Her Majesty. Truly appreciated it. She has the castle backdrop fire. That was all Miss Robin. Yeah, that was all Miss Robin. That castle backdrop was fire. Darche, good morning. Yeah, it was just fantastic. Christmas Crystal, good morning to you. Yeah, it was really amazing. She was truly overwhelmed, truly overwhelmed with all of the love and support and the gifts. Just everything was just great. Music, had family members that came through, which was awesome. So again, another event that we was able to put together, and then comes Sunday morning. Then comes Sunday morning. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Reggie. Donna, good morning to you. So of course, our anybody that's part of that's not part of New Kingdom, but we have our Sunday morning. Selena, good morning. We have a discipleship class that meets Sunday morning at 9:30. And everybody, oh, you're welcome, Damien. Terry, good morning. So everybody that signed up for the new discipleship class, we have a Zoom call tonight at 8:00. If you want to be a part of the discipleship class that's coming up in May, just send me a message and we'll make sure we get you on a Zoom call tonight at 8:00. We're going to do an introductory just to let you guys know exactly what it's about. Kim Collins, good morning. So every Sunday at 9:30, we have a call. We have our discipleship class that meets in the building, and of course, we just had it's not even a class. It's really like a service, but we let people talk, and we just really have a great time Sunday morning about 9:30. It'll last about. Good morning, Nina. And that was just another move of God. And then I was in my office. And as I was in my office, I saw Lavelle. Now, nobody else saw her, but I saw her with her husband. Now, I'm going to read to you. Yeah, Damien getting discharged this morning. Praise him. I'm going to read to you, and Lavelle will confirm it. I'm going to read to you the message that was sent. I sent to her at 4:23. She'll confirm it. Friday at 4:23, I said, your husband's name just flashed across my mind. I'm praying for him. And this is prior to this great move that he had on Thursday. Friday at 4:23, I said, your husband's name just flashed across my mind. I'm praying for him. Then at 4:28, my statement, Lavelle's going to confirm it. My statement I make, I'm here in tears just thinking about him. Every plan that the enemy has is canceled. Every plan that the enemy is planned is canceled. Good morning, Deaconess. Good morning, Nye. Somebody needs to hear, after we got off that call on Friday, every plan that the enemy has is canceled. So, good morning, Danae Evans. So as we see Lavelle, I see Lavelle coming in before anybody else. I'm coming in. She coming in, and we can't make this stuff up. We're not making nothing up. If you think it's made up, that's on you. Come in. I'm in my office. The sanctuary literally erupts. There's no praise and worship going on. There's prayer going on, but I'm in my office. The place erupted. You can't make any of this stuff up. If you think we're making it up, erupted. I mean, Pastor Purity, good morning. Y'all keep Pastor Purity in prayer. She was in a really bad car accident. I want to keep her in prayer. With her children was involved. I believe they came out unscathed, but she, I believe, has a broken wrist. I want to keep her in prayer. You would have thought someone, you would have thought some high profile actress would have walked through the door. Folk losing, Pastor Kenny, folk are losing their minds when LaBelle's husband, Zachary, comes in. Gone. I mean, just gone. Gone. I mean, just gone. I mean, gone. I mean, crying, tears, because we've been praying. And when you see your prayers manifest right before your eyes, you can't do nothing but give him everything. It's crazy. How would you feel getting that kind of an ovation when you walk through that door? And I saw Kevin. Listen, we didn't pray for Kevin, Dana's brother, for, oh my gosh, I don't know how many times we didn't, and seeing him in the building as well, seeing Jeffrey in the building, all these men coming in the building. Are y'all talking to me? Men coming in the building, just coming. And then we had a truly amazing. It was amazing, Jamaica. It was. Yeah, he'll do it. Then we go and God just says, God, literally, I'm halfway through the sermon, Pastor Kenny. God just said, tell them to go in prayer. Just touch and agree with somebody. Everybody pray for somebody. Tell them greatness is in them. People just connecting and connecting and connecting. And then God leads us to bring the baby, Amir, up and Ashanti up, and then Monique following, crying, losing her mind, and Kevin following, the other daughter, they all hugging, and my wife praying over them, just praying, losing it. Then the altar call it's just over from that point. It's just over from that point. And then we open the doors, and then, of course, all these people join, and then, of course, when Zachary joins, folk just leaves and just falls out. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, it was 100. It was 100 alarm place. It erupted. So just want to thank God for answered prayer. Can we thank God today for prayers being answered? Chief Apostle is on this morning. Good morning, Chief Apostle. Prayers just being answered. So grateful. Prayers are being answered. What a move. New Kingdom is on a whole nother level. Y'all, this Sunday at 4:00, we want to help support Chief Apostle. He's going to be at Kingdom Nation, I believe that's the name of the church, at 4:00. It's right in Brooklyn, not too far. It's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the church. He's going to be there at 4:00. Want to be there to support him. If you can make it with us, want to request everyone to come. Just be a great supporter of him as he preaches. Our praise team is going to be there supporting them. If you have a prayer request, I'm here. I'm gonna put the address of it up later today. We would definitely want to be in the be able to help support Chief Apostle. She said, I thought I had to call 911 for Terry Bart. Yeah. If you need a prayer answered, please find someone at New Kingdom and allow us to pray for you. You will. Okay. You will. That prayer, I don't know when it's going to be answered, but I know it will be answered. Yeah, it will be answered. So if you need a prayer, we got a prayer call that's on at 6 o'clock every night. Get on the prayer call. Somebody put the prayer call number up there. It will be answered. It Am I right, Dana? It will be answered. Am I right, Stephanie? It will, Tony. Am I right? It will be answered. It will be answered. It's in the prayer room where we have our prayers. I think we did sing that song. It will be answered. Put the prayer call number up. Prayer every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. It will be answered. Amen, somebody. So y'all know we are in full relational intelligence mode. I never felt this before all my years I've been attending church. Who said that, Tamika? New Kingdom, another level church. I never felt this before in all my years I've been attending churches. We almost got them yesterday. They coming. They coming. They coming. They almost was there. They coming. They coming, Monique. They coming. They coming. We snatching bodies. I can't say that too much on Facebook because we would be shut down. The bodies are being snatched from the into the kingdom. It's coming. It's coming. They're gonna come at the same time too. No, I think God knew them two couldn't come at the same time because we probably would have been in full cardiac arrest. We probably have been in full. That would have been too much. That would have probably been too much yesterday. That would have probably been too much. We would probably been in full cardiac arrest at that time. Relational Intelligence, Dr. Darius Daniels is the book that we're reading now. We're going to be on page 24, going on to page 25. We going on to page 25. So make sure you have your book open and ready. We are ready to go into that book. It has been life-changing already. And we're grateful for what God is doing in us through relational intelligence. Yeah, we probably ought to have been, it would not have been good. So God knew we wouldn't have been able to handle all that. Okay, page 24 says, listen, everybody type in relational intelligence, friends, part number 1. This is the first part. Yeah, we the flatline for real. And I'm serious. We all would have been. Yeah, let's go, y'all. We had another young adult join yesterday. Oh, yeah, let me make sure I mention this too. Our young adult takeover Sunday is this Sunday. Our young adult takeover Sunday is this Sunday. You have a young adult that you want them to be in. It's going to be a different type of service. It's going to be specifically designed for them. Young Adult Sunday is this Sunday. It's a young adult takeover. So it's not that young adult day. It's a young adult takeover service. Somebody type in there, saved but not soft. They are declaring as trailblazers, they are saved but not soft. So they're going to take over. They doing the ushering. They're doing the greeting. Of course, some of them they're going to be doing announcements. They're going to have a panel discussion. Y'all need to get all of your young adults in here because they're going to declare we're saved, but not so. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Reading relationship, I kept texting her about the saved. My friend Pam straight stretched out on the floor. She was drunk in the spirit. It wasn't, but my God, she said it was like straight stretched out on the floor. Y'all read Tamika's statement. I got to put this statement up here. Let me make sure I put this statement up here. Where's Tamika's at? Where's her statement at? There it is right there. Let me put this up here. Straight stretched out on the floor. Make sure your young adult, make sure your son Tony gets in the building. Make sure all your young adults in your life. I didn't even see her stretched out like that. I didn't even see her. I ain't even see her. Jacqueline Kennedy, good morning to you too. Good morning to you. I didn't see her, but y'all say she was. She was straight stretched out. Saved but not soft. Saved but not soft. My Lord. Young adult takeover Sunday. We got a great panel. It's going to be a great discussion for young adults. We had another young adult join. It's a lot of them. When they all come together, make sure we got to get them all in at the same time. When they all come together, it's a pretty good showing of them. It's a pretty good. It's gonna amaze you how many they are. That's going to show up. Saved but not soft, because they kind of scattered a lot around the church. All right, y'all. We on page 24. My God, saved but not soft. Woo! I love that. Woo! I love that. Friendships was. I'm at the bottom of page 24. Friendship was and is God's idea. It's one of the ways he meets a significant desire of all our hearts. God's greatest gift often walk into our lives on two legs. Friends are individuals who are relational assets and not liabilities. We already talked about that. Relational assets and not liabilities. Friends are those whom God escorts into our environments because there is something they need to be for us in order to help us be what we need to be for him. Friends offer more than company. They help us carry out our calling. Help us, God. Your friend, oh yeah, she was, Elder Duckett was praying with her, and my God, the Holy Spirit knocked her right on her, out of her seat. Good Lord Almighty. Your friends are supposed to help you with your calling. They're put in your life to help fulfill your calling. The friends that you have right now, I'm here to tell you, you'll know if they're your friend if they're helping the calling manifest in your life. Good morning, Val. Poor Val almost lost it in here yesterday too. I apologize, Val. This was I know you're kind of like cousin to the church, but poor Val just pretty much lost it yesterday. Anyway, let's keep moving. Page 25. Good morning, Sherry Torinette. Good to see you this morning. I was 19 years old and a sophomore at Millsap College in Jackson, Mississippi. At the time, I was on the brink of a bout with what I call a situational depression. It wasn't clinical, but it was devastating just the same. I just experienced a series of consecutive events that I was simply not emotionally prepared to manage and process properly. Can we talk about that this morning? How many of y'all know that there have been things that happened in your life, Sherry, that you were not emotionally, you did not emotionally prepare for, nor did you manage to process it properly? And I'm telling you right now, some of us have still some issues with some things that completely caught us off guard that we were not prepared to handle. We were not prepared to handle it emotionally, and we still have not processed it, Danae, properly. And because that, Lord have mercy. Now, when Val, okay, I'm done. See, y'all gonna have us. Y'all gonna have me going off into another place, and we can't go that. We can't do that right now. Why would it be the day, Pastor? What was the time and the day for Apostle Larry Lee's Chief Apostle Larry Lee's service is this Sunday, the 28th at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. I'm gonna put the address up later. How is it that it's this Sunday that Zach comes in and Val is in church at the same time? Okay. There's nothing happens by accident at all. Okay, here we go. I remember lying in bed all day, lights off, struggling to even make it to my classes. The only time I would get relief was when I went to church. There was a Bible study I would go to on Thursday nights in Jackson, and I was also part of the gospel choir at our school that had rehearsals on Tuesday nights. I would go to Tuesday night rehearsals, get a brief respite from my sadness, but as soon as I walked out there, the heaviness and negative emotions would overtake me. The darkness would descend and remain until I would make it to Thursday night Bible study. Enter Terrence Alexander. Whew, Lord have mercy. Yes, he is. No coincidences at all. By design. Come on, somebody. Y'all on it today. Y'all on it today. Thou had to see, listen to me, thou had to see an answered prayer. Val, please don't start. You messing me. Thou had to see the answered prayer. Turns out I met him through a mutual friend who was actually one of my best friends. My friend would go on and on about his experience with Terrence. In light of how I felt, I was completely open to, maybe even desperate for help. One thing to note here is that my emotional troubles weren't resolved by simple church attendance or engaging in spiritual disciplines. Sometimes people feel as if being sad or going through tough times means they are somehow spiritually deficient or disingenuous. That's not true. I had a relationship with God, but I needed better relationship with people. Help me in here, somebody. Do not be fooled or bamboozled. Listen to me. Do not be fooled to believe that just because you attend church that you will not go through some emotional struggles. Okay. Do not be fooled to believe that just you coming into a church that's all you need to do. Emotional troubles are not resolved by just attending church. Patricia, are you going to help me? Stephanie, are you going to help me? People have been coming to church for a long time, still depressed, still emotionally in emotional turmoil, have mental issues, going through struggles that most people can't get them out. I'm telling you right now, church attendance is not just going to solve your emotional problems. It helps, but it's not the only remedy. You can't keep yourself out of church, but you cannot believe that church attendance is a thing that's going to solve your struggle. You might have a great relationship with God, but you have a horrible relationship with people. This is what listen. This is what has been a problem with many persons in church. You have a great relationship with God, but you don't know how to treat people. I have people I'm not even going to get started talking about them. Great people. I have a lot of great people that work with me, that work with us here at New Kingdom and Leading by Feeding and Collaborative Healing. But one of the things that many persons had to have help with is being able to communicate with people. If you are unable to communicate with people, you're going to have it's going to be tough for you to live in this life. Because the one thing you're going to have to do is be able to communicate with people effectively. Your relationship with people is critical to your growth in anything that God has in store for you. You can pray heaven down, but be nasty to people, it's going to be a problem for you. I don't like being around people. That's a problem. That is not God-given. God created us for relationships. Your job to be a part of the kingdom is for you to draw people into the kingdom. Your role is to draw people into the kingdom. If you cannot be around people, you are ineffective in the ministry. You got to be able to draw, and you can't draw them if you don't like them. That's a problem. So one of the things that I've been gifted at doing, I've been really gifted at trying to help people solve their people problem. I've been really gifted at helping people solve their people problem. So what are you saying, Pastor? You have to know how to have relationships with people. I'm not saying all your relationships are going to be great. I'm not saying every friendship you have is going to be the best all the time. Can I help somebody understand this? Stop having these fantasies that all of your relationships are going to be smooth all the time, that you're not going to hit a bump in the road where your friendship may take a hit. Y'all, come on, talk to me, please. Don't think that everybody that comes to church not going to have a day that they not going to say something to you that you may not feel. You and them may not be feeling each other right now at that time. Doesn't mean that they bad or you did something bad. It's just that you're going through that season. Please understand that. And don't be calling it any church hurt or this, that, or the other. It's just that people are going to be people. It is absolutely unrealistic for you to believe that you're not going to have a problem with someone. At some point, you're going to have a problem with me. Relationships are supposed to be tested because before you go to the next level with that individual, you need to see how they handle the test at this level. It's unrealistic. At some point, you're going to have a problem with me. And the moment you stop putting an unrealistic expectation on me, on the other people that you're connected with, or the people that are getting ready to come into your life, the better your life will be. People are going to be people. You know what I've also learned as I'm getting ready to go continue. The relational intelligence you may need to have more than anything, and I don't know if Darius actually mentions this, but I think he does. I haven't read it in a while. I really think he does. The relationship you need to really start working on is a relationship with yourself. You have to have that relationship with ourselves to know that, guess what? People are changing. People are changing. They're not going to be the same person you met 5, 10 years ago. People are changing. And so can you give people grace to, Kenny, please help me. I need you to be down here in Baltimore in the next 5 minutes. Can you give people grace to change? Oh my God. Somebody please type it on there. Please give me grace to change. I'm preaching, Shawnice, because that is a problem. The moment we start changing, we start growing, we're going to start changing. The more exposure we get to God, the more we're going to start changing, because we've been living in this, oh Lord, we've been living in this false self for so long. And then when God opens up our eyes to who we really are, the greatness that's really in us, we're going to start changing. I'm going to get better. The change that's happening to me is the change of me becoming better. Please give me grace to change. Lord, have mercy. What a word. Somebody might make that their status today. Please give me grace and, okay, Tony, and space to change. Woo! Tony, you give me grace and space to change. If you have a flower in a very small bottle or glass, and you constrain it, the flower will never really truly be able to blossom into what it's supposed to look like. You'll see a remnant of it, but you won't see it in full bloom. God, help me in here. Can you give someone the space to bloom? Please help me. Please help me. Can you give someone the space to bloom? Come on, Tracy. I'm in my growing season. Help me, oh God. Thank you. I need space and grace to bloom, to change, to be the man or be the woman that God called you out to become. I'm in my growing season. That's not even in this book, but that's the revelation that God is literally given to me. You've been restricted. You've been confined. Now God says, you need to have the space. Thank you, Lord. You need to have the space and the grace to change. Oh, God, help me, Kenny. You're supposed to have been down here. The airport is right across the street. Sharon Barksdale, you're not the same. You're not the same. Fatina Tyler, you're not the same. I know I'm not the same. I'm not the same from last year. I'm not the same. All right, it's a lot of people that kind of join. Tony will tell you, but since last year, say around this time last year, people that have just met me then, I'm not the same person. I'm not the same person that I was then. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even close. I'd even look at some of the things that I'm able to say and do. I've never had this kind of, and I'm not finished growing. I'm not finished blossoming. You need to know that the greatness in you is still coming out of you. Lord, thank you. Man, this is just, I've not been the same 6 months. 6 months, I'm still growing. Just wait till the next 6 months, Melissa, what's going to happen to you. Just wait till y'all finish experiencing God. Just wait till you finish what, okay, I'm sorry. Let me keep going, y'all. All right, one thing, let me see. I had a relationship with God, but I needed a better relationship with people. If you find that statement problematic, consider this. In the creation's narrative, God said it was not good for man to be alone. Why would God say something like that when Adam wasn't actually alone? God was there, right? We aren't our best selves just simply by our connections with God. We were also created to have healthy connections with others. I wasn't equipped with the tools I needed to cultivate those kind of relationships. I would soon learn how. I told y'all how self-righteous I was, and I'm still growing out of that. Thank you, Tony. I told y'all how self-righteous I was. When I first got saved and I first learned the Bible and I first learned the word, I was terrible. I treated people like they didn't even exist. I'm telling you right now. I treated people like they didn't even exist. If you weren't lined up with the word, if you weren't reading the word, if you weren't studying, and if you weren't coming to church, you did not exist. I didn't understand how persons, listen to me. I did not understand how persons could get hooked on drugs. I couldn't understand it. I felt like they were weak. Come on, I need somebody to help me here. I felt like they were weak. I felt like they didn't have enough strength. I felt like they was just easy. They were just wanting to do what they wanted to do. They didn't have any self-control. I felt I had no grace for them at all. Kenny, I was the Pharisee of Pharisees. I was worse than the Apostle Paul. I didn't care how they got into it. That's how I felt about people. Good morning, Rick. Then, I told y'all this story. I'm going to tell it again. Then I found my father's death certificate. Joanne, you probably didn't hear this yet. I found my father's death certificate. Sharon. I found my father's death certificate. And you know what it said? It said everything that was in his body. You know what was in his body at the time? Heroin. And he was HIV positive. It killed me. It cut me down to my least common denominator. It made me feel so small because I had no idea, Sharon Barksdale, he was dealing with that struggle. I didn't realize it either. I was judgmental and critical of him, but I didn't realize I knew he had the alcohol struggle, but I didn't know he had the heroin struggle, and I didn't know he was HIV positive. I had no idea, Chanel, what he was dealing with. Good morning, Pastor Karen. I had no idea what he was dealing with. I didn't know the struggles he had. It shook me, Nina. It shook me to my core. I apologized. I was crying. I was in deep remorse. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So at that point, Val, God showed me all the pain that he was dealing with. He didn't know how to manage or process the pain. And since he didn't know how to manage and process the pain, he went to something that literally took the pain away. That's all the drug is. The drug is to take the pain away. And from that point on, I am absolutely, positively one of the biggest supporters of recovering addicts. Even the ones that are addicted. Don't ever bring someone up to me that is addicted and then talk about them in a bad way, because I'm going to tell you, you have no idea what made them do what they did. And please don't you tell me that they woke up one morning. Don't tell me they were born saying, I want to be addicted to a drug. Something happened to them, and God has given me the gift of empathy to be able to support them. They are every recovering addict that's on this call. I don't care what you are recovering from. You are my hero. You're my hero. Because if you are able to live your life recovering, if you're able to live your life recovering from something your body wants, Y'all need to understand this. A recovering addict, you got to understand their flesh is calling out for something that they have to say no to every single day. I'm not talking about every day, every minute, every hour, every second. They got something their flesh is calling them and wanting them to have, but they have to say no to. You need to find one. You probably got one in your family. You need to go apologize to them. You need to tell them, I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for being critical of you. I'm sorry for not looking at your pain. I'm sorry for not being there when you needed me, but I'm here for you even while you snorting, even while you shooting up that crack, even while you shooting up that hurl. I'm praying for you. I'm loving for you, and I'm not judging you. I'm preaching. I know it. I know it. You have no idea the struggle. Even while they use and they don't want to use. All right, where my recovering addicts at? I need y'all to help me. Where my recovery? Where y'all at? Even while they're using, they don't want to use. Even while they're using, they don't want to use. You just got to pray for them. And don't be talking about, don't put your mouth on them. Don't put your mouth on them. Because you judge, least you be judged. I'm telling you. You have no idea what they have to deal with every day. And isn't it ironic? This is not me. This is not me saying anything at all. Putting shining the light on myself. But let me tell you this. I sat in a celebration recovery Bible study one day. I got a random phone call, let's say, in battling with drugs. And when I said the Spirit told me to speak, and now I talk with that lady quite often. That's right. Keep praying for Jamaica. Put her name on the prayer list for us so we can pray for her. You walk with me with my son missing. The call, the prayers you got helped me so much. He is not fully there, but he's getting there. That's right. When I found myself in that celebration recovery class, I started to really understand the struggle. And then God told me to say this. Listen to this. He said, the reason they're looked down upon is because their addiction is illegal. Okay. All of y'all got some addictive behavior. Y'all not going to help me. Y'all really not going to help me. The only reason they're looked down upon is because their addiction is illegal. All of us have some level of addictive behavior. And you can see theirs. You just been able to hide yours. Oh, I'm done. Okay. I'm done. You just been able to hide yours. Yours is not shunned upon. So the moment God woke me up to that, I've never loved people more in my life than I do right now. And I definitely doing my best to love on them as much as I possibly can. Because I'm telling you, when you really figure out, when you really understand the struggle that people Stop running, Monique. Gonna hurt yourself. Kevin, I didn't even know that. Kevin said his brother died from overdose. Everybody probably has somebody know that died of an overdose, and all you can do is say, "There's really nothing you really can do, but just pray and thank God for their lives." No more judgment. Stop judging. Stop judging. So here we go, y'all. I'm on page 26. I remember when we first met on a weeknight. My friend Marcus had arranged the meeting, and although nervous, I went. Terrence was staying in the dorm on campus. I walked through the glass door, swiped my ID. As I entered the lobby, I noticed an unassuming young man seated at the table. I don't know if he was expecting somebody in a three-piece suit, if I was expecting someone in a three-piece suit, or just a super churchy dude. But he, with his t-shirt, jeans, and glasses, was very relaxed and easygoing. When I sat down at the table, I was certainly a bit guarded, yet at the same time, I was clear of one thing: I needed a friend. The worst thing they can do is the one that, because that's it, Miss Robin. Good morning, Miss Robin. I don't think I said good morning to you, but good morning, Miss Robin. We just went, my only sister died from an overdose. She was 27. Some people say my brother died of overdose, still praying for my sister and my brothers. Come on, y'all. My Lord. My. My Lord. What this is opening up to me is the next group. We have a lot of recovering addicts in our ministry. And I started doing this class called Celebration Recovery. It's a series of Bible studies. It's a series of Bible studies that I'm probably going to begin to do. I've got to find out where to do it, how to do it. Because I know God is positioning us because of who he's sending us. Now we just got to give them an opportunity and the resources to stay clean. Praying for my baby sister, wherever she is, has a tough grip on her. It was taking tremendous toll on her health, mind, and her. I would like to be a part of that class. Well, Annie, I'm grateful you said that, because I'm definitely going to need some people to help me with that. My older stepbrother died last month from an overdose. Wow. 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 Lord have mercy, y'all. It is not for the faint at heart. That's all I got to tell you. It's not for the faint at heart. The only way you're going to be able to curse this 28 years, Sherry. Come on, Sherry. We have Celebrate Recovery in prison. Most will never understand. Well, we have it here and we're going to start it. I'm telling you, everything we need, we have it in here. And I know we got a lot of people that would love to teach it and would love to create the group with it. And I have a whole set of books right on my bookshelf right now that I'm going to go through, and we're going to start this. My. My dad was sober for 28 years and recently relapsed. Keep him in prayer, please. My God. I think we done tapped into something today. I think we done tapped into something today. It's our new thing. Let's do it, Lord. Fight. They're fighting every single day. They're fighting every single day. Every day. You just heard Tennille say her father was clean for 28 years because they're fighting every single day. Every day. It's a fight for them. Let me go back into this. Terrence asked some very engaging questions that first day, different kinds of questions that communicated his genuine care for people generally and for me specifically. How are you doing? How are you feeling? He first asked. But then he delved deeper, began probing my heart. How's your relationship with God? Each question exposed the areas in my spirit that was lacking. I left the conversation and subsequent ones feeling like I would feel like when I left choir rehearsal or Bible study, just straight up reinvigorated. I felt like I've been revived, but Terrence offered me more than an emotional IV filled with hope that would only wear off after I left him. I didn't just feel different after we hung out. He helped me think differently. He helped me see differently. My constant engagement with him led me wrestling with some things on a consistent basis that ultimately left me to shift my paradigm, develop a stronger relationship with God, and gain the emotional fortitude I needed to withstand the onslaught of traumas I was dealing with at the time. My dad committed suicide by purposely overdosing. Wow. Daryl Warren is actually works at one of our facilities in Turk House, certified peer recovery specialist here, being the motivator to the individual who you love dearly. Well, see, I got my whole team right here. My whole team is right here. This is exactly, and many folk go to those levels of dealing or specifically using, is because of the emotional trauma they have not been able to process properly. Listen to what I'm telling you. The emotional trauma they have not been able to process properly because they didn't have the right person, or the person that they were dependent on to be there, or the person that was supposed to actually help manage their care was not equipped to handle what they were dealing with, led them to a place, or led them to an area that it literally made them literally believe that drug or whatever they was dealing with would take the pain away. Prescription drugs, you name it. I told you, it's all addictive behavior. Some of y'all right now, if listen to me, listen, there's some of y'all right here. Some of y'all know right now, if you didn't have the relationship you have with God right now, and you didn't have a person in your life that you could call on, you would be just like them. Don't tell me the hell you go through at work, the things you got to deal with your children, the stuff you got to deal with your spouse, the financial issues, and then they all come together at one time. You are looking for an easy escape, and that's what it did. It gave them an opportunity to escape all the stuff. All that stuff, all that coming at you at one time. It ain't nothing but the grace of God that you still here, and you ain't 6 feet under because you overdosed. You're looking for that escape. You're looking for how to get away from that. All that, man, you don't want to have that every morning. You got to wake up to the same thing over and over again. And it don't look like anything is getting better. It looks like things are going worse, literally going spiraling downhill. And you don't know how to get rid of it. And then you find a way to take it away just for a moment. And you're not going to look for that escape. But by his grace, you found him before that found you. But by the grace of God, you found him before that found you. Let me tell you, Terrence Alexander was a clear demonstration of what friendship should look like. He showed me the kind of care and camaraderie that God intends us to have. I found my way back to joy through my friendships with him. The seeing factor, an important question we should ask ourselves is this: how do we recognize a Terrence in our lives? There are things that all of us want in a friendship. Let me ask y'all this. As y'all just going in on this, going in, Joanne, you're welcome. Because God has sent you here, sent all of us here to do life on life and become the Terrence that God is sharing with us, that Darius is sharing with us in this book. Because if we become that Terrence, we might lead someone away from that addictive behavior. If we become that Terrence, we might lead someone away from what the enemy is trying to succumb them to. If we become that friend, that one that will stick closer than a brother, if we become that one to the other one, if we position ourselves to do life on life with that one person. Tony is online right now. Tony Joshua, the young man I brought up yesterday. Tara Dunn, hello to you and your family. Love y'all. Stay strong and blessed. Or Lee Adams, thank you so much for coming on. Tony, I shared with you guys how him and I met. But I didn't tell you that while doing life on life with him, with his family, with the mother of his children, and then with his wife, through that whole process, I not only helped lead him into a stronger relationship with God, I helped the young man buy a house, literally, of course, y'all remember I was a loan officer, literally helped him buy a house, helped him get the money to repair the house, helped him try to keep the house, helped him get the jobs that he had. All of these things happened because I did life on life with him. Life on life is going to require you to do some things. Life on life is going to require you to do some things more than you probably do for somebody else than you did with your whole family. It's life on life. This life on life chapter of New Kingdom is big. That's why for many of you, you've never seen anything like this before. And the reason you haven't seen anything like this before is because what God is putting in me or allowing me to do for so many, I can't even remember some of the things that God has me doing. It's not normal. What I've learned, this is what I learned. As a pastor, you learn not, listen to this, not to go too far in, not to get too involved. But really what you learn, Chanel, is you can get involved, is you just don't get emotionally attached to what you're getting involved in. Somebody please tell Pastor the preaching here. You can get involved to help, but you don't get emotionally attached to the people or to the things that you're helping. Because the moment you do that, they're going to do something that you don't want to like. You like, so help me, let me help you. You got persons that you're helping recover from being addicted. They're going to relapse. Can I help you understand? The first time you try to help them, I'm here to tell you, they're going to relapse. And you're going to get affected and you're going to be upset at all the help you did, but they go back and relapse because you're emotionally attached. If you refuse to get emotionally attached, you can help as many people as God sends your way. I'm preaching. Annie Brown, I'm telling you. The one area that you need to have if you're getting into this ministry with us to help us, do not get emotionally attached to anything or anybody. I think that's the superpower that's helping us grow this ministry. I love all of y'all. I'm being honest. I do. I love everybody on this call. I really, but I'm not emotionally attached to nobody. I'm just not. Because I know at some point we each going to do something that's going to hurt each other. Or dang it, disappoint each other. And when you're emotionally attached to it, the disappointment will lead to anger. The disappointment will lead to bitterness. The disappointment will lead to you being refusing to give people grace. All of the disappointment is going to lead because you are not emotionally detached. My Lord. So are you in a position as he's given us the story of his friend Terrence? Can you be a Terrence for somebody and not be emotionally attached to them at the same time? I can love you back to life and not be emotionally attached to you. I am loving you back to life. I am being used, not me. God is using me to love you back, and I'm not emotionally attached. It's big. It's big. Let's keep going because I need more. I need folk that's gonna try to be the Terrence as he has shared with us in somebody's life. There are things that all of us want in friendship. However, there are some things that we may not want but actually need. For example, most of us want loyalty and acceptance. However, if the loyalty is isn't biblical, it won't be beneficial. Allow me to use an example from the life of David. Look at this, y'all. Oh my Lord. No, I can't. I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. We're gonna be on. Oh my God. Let me start it. Let me just start it. In the morning, David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it with Uriah. In it, he wrote, "Put Uriah out in front where the fighting is fierce. Then withdraw from him so he will be struck down and die." So while Joab had the city under siege, he put Uriah at a place where the strongest defenders were. When the men of the city came out and fought against Joab, some of the men in David's army fell. Moreover, Uriah the Hittite died. Joab sent David a full account of the battle. Now, listen to me, y'all. Kim Kyle, I need somebody's going to help me with this. You got to understand who Uriah was and what Uriah was to David so I can really help you understand this story. Uriah was Bathsheba's husband. Uriah was totally loyal to David. Uriah followed orders. Am I going to, as somebody, Now I'm gonna go against a little bit of this with yeah, I know. I took me out. I'm getting ready to go back to that point. Uriah has a lot of attributes that many of us need. Uriah followed orders. Lord have mercy. Uriah presented his body as a living sacrifice. Oh, don't worry. You'll be all right. That happened. It happens. Believe me, you'll be all right. Tamika. Uriah was told by David to literally go home, but Uriah decided that he wasn't going to allow his home to literally be an excuse for him not completing his assignment. Y'all really not going to help me in here today. Uriah, the Hittite, good God Almighty. I have to write this book on Uriah because all of the things that we see about Uriah, yes, he got himself killed, but Uriah had attributes that many of us have overlooked. Uriah stayed to the end. Uriah did his job. Uriah stayed in his lane. Uriah made sure he carried out his orders till the end. Uriah remained faithful. Uriah made sure he was in position at all times. Whatever David asked that was in charge, he was his leader. Why would not he follow his leader? He did not know what his leader was doing. In his mind, it wasn't his business what his leader was doing. All he wanted to do was make sure he followed instructions. Uriah. Why should I go into my own house when the war is still going on? Why should I get comfortable? Why should I be sitting cozy? Why should I be doing this when I'm supposed to be out there fighting in a battle? Uriah, the Hittite. Man, read Uriah's story and look at it from the eyes of a person you would want on your team. I want Uriahs on my team. I'm not going to be like David and use Uriah for my own. Oh my God. David used Uriah for his own motives, for his own pleasures. But I'm here to tell you, if you got Kim Collins, if you got the right amount of Uriahs on your team, there's nothing. Okay. Can I help you, Kenny? Can I help any pastors on here? Can I help any leaders on here? Give me as many Uriahs as possible. Give me as many Uriahs as possible. Don't look over Uriah, because Uriah is actually mentioned in the New Testament as well. Don't look over Uriah just because he did something that was foolish. No, I'm telling you, look at what Uriah meant to the kingdom. Uriah remained loyal till the end. Joanne saying, I'm Uriah. Can we, oh my shatalaboko. Hey, can we build up disciples that have the same attribute as Uriah? Uriah was indomitable. Can we have the anointing to build up the same attributes as Uriah the Hittite? I only want your, okay. Yeah, Kenny, that's what David did. Some folk will use your loyalty against you. That's what David did. David knew Uriah would do whatever he told him to do. And David took it all for granted and made sure he used it for his gain. We have to understand, though, as leaders, whoever we are, what God is calling us to do, we can never take someone's loyalty or their faithfulness for granted. Listen to me. And you know what, Pastor Kenny and everybody on this line, it is so tempting to use another person's loyalty to your advantage. But what God has shown me, and I've seen it with everybody else, I'm not burning people out. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that again. I did that before. We were working and folk were burnt out. And I said, I'm not doing that again. I literally said, listen, I told people right now, I told them that. Listen, y'all need to go home at this time. Don't be staying up there all night. We ain't got time for that. That stuff is still going to be there. And you ain't got to be doing all that. We got other people to do this. We got other people to do that. We got other folk to do it. You ain't got to be in charge all the time. Let other people grow so we can grow the ministry, so we can have a lot of work. And I'm not burning people out. Working people to death. That's exactly what David did to Uriah. He worked him to his death. David worked him to his death. Folk tired. You working them. And you can see they tired, but you need your job done. Send them home. Get some rest. And okay, let me give them grace and space. Good God Almighty. No more hidden agendas. And Miss Deborah, yes, he did. David paid dearly. Let me tell you what happened with David after that whole thing. The first baby died. His son tried to kill him. His one son, his stepson, literally raped his daughter. I mean, all kinds of foolishness happened in David's life because he worked Uriah to his death. Is Deaconess Fatina on? If Deaconess is on, she'll say, yeah, I'm on. Give us a call. We always available. There's a church that's open 7 in the morning and 7 at night. Deaconess will tell you, I told her on Friday, do not stay after a certain time. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Joab is a whole nother story. We'll deal with Joab later. I dealt with Joab some time ago too. We're not doing that. I love events. I love things to be great. I love things to be in excellence. But what happens is when you deal with that perfectionist mentality, the perfectionist will kill you. The perfection mindset will kill you because it will work you because you will never think things are ready. As great as the party was, Miss Robin will tell you, as great as the party looked, it was still things Miss Robin wanted to ask Miss Robin, don't worry about it. It's fine. Because I know how those creative minds work. Those creative minds have to make sure everything is perfect. And you have that. And if you keep that, it will wear you out. It will put you in a grave. Okay. Let me. All right. So I'm gonna give you the story when David was pulling the Ark of the Covenant, and one of the men decided, because the Ark of the Covenant was falling down, one of the men tried to hold it up and died. He wanted to make sure things remained perfect. Perfect will put you in the early grave. Perfection. I'm telling you, Kim, you can't. I learned it. It will wear you out, because you always think something has to be done. You got to be. Things are not going to be done the way you want them all the time. Perfectly will take you perfectly out. It really will. It will take you out. You can't do it. You can't do it. So listen, I'm here to tell everybody on this line, we need those Uriahs. You need to be that Terrence. Listen, all right, it's 8:51, y'all. We done did all we could do today. What a day! What a day! What a day! So don't forget, tonight at 8:00. Tonight at 8:00. Anyone that's wanting to join our discipleship ministry, discipleship classes, is a Zoom call. If you want to, please send me a message through Messenger, and I will make sure we get you signed up. Send me a message through Messenger if you want to. I know I got some people on here already that already signed up. You should have already received the text message tonight at 8:00. Don't forget, Wednesday, of course, it's becoming whole Wednesday. This weekend, nothing really going on except for our young adult takeover. Our young adult takeover. Takeover meaning that God has called them, we're saved, but we're not soft. Saved, but not soft. Another amazing. Saved, but not soft. And keep me in prayer as I try to start. Thanks, Pastor, for this word this morning. What a way to start my week. Yes, Sherry, you're going to love the way we start our day. Amen, somebody. You're going to love the way we start our day. This class will change your life. Yes. So then we got Celebration Recovery. I'm going to build up this team. Operation Shutdown. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you. We are shutting down all of our social media, electronics. Of course, you need to answer your phone. Don't see that you can't answer your phone. You got to answer your phone. From 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. We're starting that today. From 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. We're starting that today. Celebration Recovery, Annie, sounds like that's something that's going to be really right up your wheelhouse. Sound like you guys really want to do this, and I'm grateful because I need the people to do that. Right up your wheelhouse. So today from 3 p.m. all week long, from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m., no electronic devices, meaning no social media. Basically, it's your opportunity to get as close to God as you possibly can. It's your opportunity to get as close to God as you possibly can. And we're going to use that time from 3 p.m. You got to keep your phone on. Keep your phone on. I'm not telling you to turn your phone off. Not telling you to turn your phone off. Just know you just can't be going on, hitting your emoji or whatever you call it, icon to be your app to open up your Facebook or social media. Keep your phone on. Amen. Just fasten from social media. Okay. And if you want to add TV to it, you can add TV. I would definitely just say social media and TV. So you won't actually have to. Please pray for my daughter. She's down to the nitty-gritty to complete a biology degree. It's not easy, but she's very determined and a driven person. Also pray for financial favor for her. Yes. Love this great start to the week. This was a powerful confirmation. Yes, it was. We have been in this place Celebration Recovery. Sounds like Joanne has found her little niche as well. She's finding hers. Annie, Joanne, Dana. I know y'all really, 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 truly how close it is to you. Me too. Tara we will do great with it. Yes. Great work, you guys. Great, great, great. I'm excited for where God is taking us. Don't forget also, I'm giving y'all this, and I shared it before. The Eventbrite is going to open up for Annie, I'm just ready to say it. The Eventbrite is going to open up very soon for the pre-Mother's Day brunch. I'm going to send it out to, I'm going to send it out to the church and get everybody to get signed up for it, as many as possible. And it's only going to be 150 seats available, and it is going to be free. Isaac Parham is going to be playing. Going to be a great time. Really, really can't imagine anybody wanting to miss this. Please make sure that you're in place. It's May the 11th. May the 11th at 11 o'clock. It's going to be amazing time. Brunch is going to be served. Isaac, we got a guest speaker that's going to be speaking for us. So please don't miss it. Make sure you have a mother that needs to be, or you are a mother and you want to make sure your children bring you. It's a pre-Mother's Day. I need front row. Listen, you're not going to sit in front of me, Miss Jackie. I'm just telling you that right now. So you're going to be one table behind me. I'm just telling y'all that right now. Isaac is that guy. I'm looking forward to May 11th. It's 11 a.m. I think we're doing 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Brunch normally is at 11, right? No, yeah, y'all gonna be, I'm telling y'all gonna be behind me. So it's not front row means you're gonna be in front. No, front row means you're gonna be in front of me. You can't be in front of me on this one. Isaac is my guy, just so y'all know. I shared this with y'all before last year. Isaac was one of my first discipleship students. Oh, her birthday's May the 10th. Oh, yeah, that's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. Pastor, remember to extend grace. I can extend grace in certain things. First come, first serve. Names on that. Isaac was one of my first discipleship students. And when I tell you he has changed, Isaac Parham has changed a lot. Okay. He was one of my first. That sounds nice. I worked that weekend. Well, you need to take off. Anyway, I normally get a good seat. Yeah, well, my mom is excited and she doesn't go anywhere. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited that your mom is coming. That's good. That's gonna be an exact great time for you and your mom to show up. That's gonna be powerful. Powerful. So it is. Listen, we are excited what God is doing in here, y'all. Keep everybody on that place, in that place where we're going to take God, where God is taking us. We're going up from here, y'all. Listen, have a great day on purpose. It's gonna be amazing today. Weather looks like it's getting ready to warm up for us. Y'all have a great day. Listen, have a good day, Chanel, Terry, TN, Nikki, Monique, Nikki, Jacqueline, Miss Jackie, have a great day. Chanel, have a great day. I think I said that to you. Monique, you have a great day. Monique Height, you have a great day as well. Donna Moon, have a great day. Terry as well. 4 generations coming. Good gosh. Man, oh my Lord. I might have to do something anyway. Tracy, have a great day. Sharon, have a great day. Renette, Fatina, Deaconess Kevin, have a great day. Sherry, you have a great day as well. Lachelle, everyone have a great day on purpose. Have a beautiful day, everyone. God bless y'all. Make sure I got something else. I ain't missed nothing. Nope, didn't miss anything. Everybody be great today. God bless. See y'all.